Hello again, good friends. Welcome, new subscribers. I'm Brian from Apex Detail. I get a very common question from you guys through your emails. Hey Brian, I'm just starting out, or I'm a mobile detailer. I cannot apply ceramic coatings. I'm not comfortable with the QP-on system that I see you use as a package below ceramic coatings. What can I use to protect my customer's car? Something that's not SiO2 infused. I can get around the car quickly, protect it, give my customers durable protection, and move on and still be profitable. Well, I'm not going to just tell you about it and talk about it. I'll show it to you. We're going to head out into the shop, into one of the bays, and I have a panel set up where I could show you its application, its removal, what it does to the color and the panel itself, and its durability. I use the Polish Angel Master Sealant for that. Now there is also the Cosmic V1, V2, and the Viking Coat. We'll get to those later. This is just the basic polymer sealant. And when it comes to durability, they claim up to a year, and that's just pushing it. I'm going to tell you it's going to be around 6 months, but you can get to a year by doing this. Waiting an hour in between the first coat and put a second coat, or follow up with their rapid wax system. So let's head out into the shop and I can show you exactly what I mean. This is the Polish Angel Master Sealant. This is 200 milliliters. You can also get a 500 milliliter container. This is a polymer sealant. It really doesn't get much easier to apply and remove for a durable sealant such as this. Straight out of the bottle, this is what it looks like. Has a red tinge to it. It's creamy, but it turns into a nice, thin, manageable sealant to apply and remove. Guys, when it comes to applying these sealants, if you want to get the most out of them, preparation for them is just absolute a must. It's key, and I'll show you how I do it after correction. I'll first go over it with an IP solution or body solvent, whatever you use. Mine's at 25%. Then I'm going to stay within the Polish Angel line, so I'll use their Escalate lotion, which is similar to the Polish Angel that I use to prep a panel for protection, and that's the Angel Wax Perfect Polish. Very similar, they work the same, and they do the exact same thing. I'm going to follow up that IP wipe with this cleaner polish here, and I'm going to follow that up with another IP wipe to make sure there's no residue from that. Then we're good to go. The surface is flat, it's clean, and it's ready to accept a sealant or protection, and that protection will bond with the surface and you'll get the most out of it. The surface is prepped. I'm going to mask off a little area. We'll apply the sealant. I'll remove the tape, and even though this panel here is really beat up, you're going to see a lot more depth. The area is going to look darker and richer, and you'll be able to see the contrast. When it comes to application, there's two ways. Grab a microfiber application pad, put 3 or 4 little pea-sized drops on there, and just gently massage it onto the surface. If the surface is clean and clear, you can do whatever you want to do. Small circular motions, straight lines, it really doesn't matter. Grab the camera and bring you in close so you could see the sealant is manageable. It's easy to work into the paint. Massage it into the paint. Make sure you have decent, even coverage on the surface you're applying to, and that's all you really need to worry about. Then all you'll need to do is wait 15 to 20 minutes for the sealant to haze over slightly. So by the time you get around the whole vehicle, it'll be time to wipe it off, and this is what it looks like. Removal of the sealant after it's hazed over slightly, it takes no effort whatsoever. You can see the level of gloss the sealant leaves behind even on this just absolutely trashed, beat up panel here. Your second way of application, any polisher at all, apply an applicator pad, which is going to be black, and 3 or 4 pea-sized drops on there, and use the machine to spread it out and massage it into the panel. Again, all you're worrying about is nice, even coverage. No pressure necessary, low speed. And the second layer of the master sealant is now applied, slightly hazing over. It's time to remove. Very easy to remove. We've also waited an hour or two in between coatings. So this second layer, and if you top it with the rapid wax, you're going to get well over a year, and that's even in some of the harshest climates. All right, I'm going to quickly remove the masking tape so you can see the contrast. Now the panel, I didn't take the time to correct it, and you would have really seen the difference between the protected and the unprotected area. But nonetheless, you could see the contrast between the two areas. It's a huge turnaround. The area is deeper, darker, richer, and it just looks so much better. Okay, and then we'll get a couple shots showing how it beads. The coating is very hydrophobic, and we'll beat it up a little bit before we end the video. There's not a lot we can do to emulate real-world conditions. I don't have a time machine or a time-lapse video here of the sealant degrading, but we can beat it up with some chemicals that can emulate going into or in through a car wash. Some harsh chemicals that could be on the roadway splashing up. I know I did test a puddle out in front of the shop one day, and there were 28 different chemicals all in one soup, and you can imagine what that does to the surface of your vehicle, especially if there's no protection. And that's why any protection at all is better than no protection. All right, first we're going to wash it with a triple threat. This is a car shampoo that also has eye remover chemicals and something added to remove traffic film. So it's rather aggressive. We're going to use that, hit it with the pressure washer. I'll blow it off. You're going to see no difference at all. It's still there, protecting and looking great at 100%. This here is Purple Power. I do have it slightly diluted. We're trying to emulate going into a car wash because the pre-treat in a lot of car washes is somewhere on the pH scale of 10, 11, or even sometimes 12. Very harsh for the surface of a vehicle or a wax or a sealant layer. So we'll lay that down just like a car wash would and then blast it with a pressure wash or pressure rinse, and you can see no effect whatsoever. Okay, so finally, an IP solution or a body solvent is one good way to help remove a wax or a sealant before correction or before laying down some fresh protection of your choice. So we're going to put a nice layer on top of the sealant, let it sit there for a little bit, and as you'll be able to see, it's going to take a lot more than just that to remove this sealant. Alright, so this again is the Polish Angel Master Sealant, just a basic polymer sealant. They do have other versions. They have the Cosmic V1, V2, and Viking Coat. We'll take a look at those later. They are a little bit more pricey, but they do have more durability. They are a stronger sealant. Okay, my friends, so this is what I use if I'm not laying down some type of ceramic protection. The Polish Angel line is, yes, a little bit more pricey, but you do get what you pay for. This stuff is quality. It's handmade. It's made to order. It's handmade after it's ordered. It's shipped to you fresh. It has a time-stamped seal on the cap. The turnaround that you'll see when it's applied to your painted finish, especially darker colors, red or black, it makes it deeper, darker, richer, gives it some depth, and the protection is really, really good for a polymer sealant. Again, you can wait in between coats. 2 coats is optimal. Anything more than that is a waste in my opinion. And you can follow up with the rapid wax system every 3 to 6 weeks or so if you want to keep that sealant fresh for a year or more or beyond. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'm here to help. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.